Hi, everyone. Can everyone see me or hear me okay? Looks like there's about 41 people. Hi, Amy. You're back. Awesome. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Steph. Okay. Well, we'll get started in about 4 minutes. Just going to give people some time to hop on. What's the weather like where you guys are at? Hey, Samson. Hey, Neil. Yay, me too. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Roxanne. It's sunny and beautiful in Georgia. It keeps like being sunny and then raining here. I'm in Berkeley, California. So it's kind of nice. Excited. Thank you for sharing your wealth of knowledge. Thank you, Aura. I'm excited to be here too. What a unique time that we get to like virtually connect with each other on these platforms. We'll definitely be doing this again next week. Hi, Jackie. So much appreciated for you to be here. Feels like summer in Denver, huh, Jamie? Wow. Same in Sacramento. Roxanne, it's raining there and sunny. We'll get started in a few minutes. Still letting some people hop on. Don't forget to drink water. It's very rainy and overcast in DC, but the trees outside your house are blooming. Yes, it is springtime, Aura. Cloudy and rainy in Minnesota. Looks like we're all experiencing some form of weather. One of my teachers in my program says that you are the sky. Hello, Jennifer. And your emotions are the weather. So the weather will change. And that's kind of a nice thing to remind ourselves. Sunny and beautiful in Denver. Awesome. Hi, Ellie. Especially during this time. Howling wind in Colorado Springs. Hello, Heather. Welcome back, Julia. We'll get started in 2 minutes. Just giving room for people to come on. Sending, oh, Robin. Yay, San Francisco. Hello, Eleni. Hi, Katie. Welcome back. Hi, Amanda from ATL. Lindsay. Joel, thank you. So excited to be here too. Thanks for being here. Allison, Ashley, Michael from LA. I've just turned and asked if I so happy. Oh, thank you, Nika. Hello from San Francisco. 1 more minute and then I'm going to get started. Hello from Virginia, Nicole. Hi, Jen. Grace. Hello, Grace from Orange County. Stoked to be here. Hi, Roy. North Dakota, Jody. Welcome back. So excited for this. Thank you. Tyler. Arlington, Virginia. Jordan. Me too. Hey, I responded to your email, Jordan. Let me know if you have questions. All right, it is 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I'm going to just introduce myself and talk a little bit about what we're going to. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate so much love, and I know some of you just took the C2 class, so I'm going to go over what we'll talk about today, and know that we'll be able to talk more about this as we do more of these. Um, for those of you who I don't know, my name is Emily Schmuckler. I am a master trainer. I serve as a master trainer on the yoga team at CorePower Yoga, and I have done my 300-hour in Ayurveda yoga at Kripalu, and I'm actually over halfway through my 650-hour Ayurvedic health counselor program there. And so, what's kind of so I say that to, just like Joel said on his um, pranayama share on Monday, um, I it would be remiss for me to not give a shout out to all of my incredible instructors and professors that I've learned so far from. Um, and so just to give a high level overview of Ayurveda, Ayurveda is the sister science to yoga. It's an ancient practice that came out in the Vedas, along with when yoga was also discovered about 5,000 years ago. Shares very similar philosophy of yoga. In fact, shares very similar. There's a lot of whole encompassing things, and not only is it a science. Ayus means uh, life, and Veda is the study or truth. So it's the truth or the study of life. But not only is it a science, it's also an ancient medical system. So um, the the system itself is really to design to be while yoga was kind of like the second form to ease our body of suffering. Ayurveda was really this how we call it like a householder um, type of practice that really helped ease your body from suffering and existing in this world. So um, I'll talk a little bit about the components, the general kind of thing, and then what we'll dive into. So the science of Ayurveda believes that we are all every matter that exists in the world is contains the five elements. We have ether, air, fire, water, and earth. And those five elements organize in three different ways that you may hear words called Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Vata is ether and air. Pitta is fire and water, and Kapha is water and earth. We call those doshas. They're considered like biological humors. All of us contain the five elements. All of us contain the three doshas of those organized elements in our body, but they're unique to how much of those elements we have. Um, Same goes for what's going on outside. Different plants have different doshic makeups. The sky would be a little bit more of a Vata dosha, whereas the ground would be more of a Kapha dosha. Um, the different animals have different amount of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha in them. So you can see that um, all the elements kind of contain, and we look at these different qualities of each element, thinking of the qualities of ether and air being light, mobile, dry, uh, cold, right? When wind is blowing, the the ether element, or sorry, pitta dosha, the qualities of fire are, um, you know, oily, kind of fire and water together, oily, very spreading, and sharp, hot, penetrating. The qualities of water and earth are a little bit more dense and cool, smooth, stable. So we look at these different types of qualities, we call them gunas, and that's how we help to create balance. There's two laws of Ayurveda: like increases like, and opposites create balance. So when we're looking to find balance in our body, in our mental state, we look at things that usually are opposite to achieve the balance, unless we want more of a certain quality to enhance or to increase. And I'll dive into a little bit more of what that means. So today, before I dive in, does anyone have any questions so far? And I'll try to answer them all, but I can't always type in them. Okay. Not seeing any questions come in the chat function, so I'm going to keep going. So I figured the most important thing that people maybe need the most support with right now is, most of us have put a pump on the brakes of our regular daily routines. Life looks a lot different now that we're in this pause. And so I would love to break down what's called Dina Charya. Dina means day and Charya means regimen. So the daily regimen or daily routine, according to the Ayurveda text, and how we could best support ourselves during this time of uncertainty is by creating routine. One of the things that Ayurveda teaches us that modern science is, has all this research and has come out with, but it's really within the ancient texts, is the diurnal clock and really syncing up to the rhythms of nature. And that's a great question. Ayurvedic practice and knowledge has helped me to find balance. And that is really the main purpose of Ayurveda, is to get really specific with what serves you and your unique makeup of your elemental makeup, and to find more balance and to increase the longevity. There's really specific things that it's helped me with, but I think overall, I've been able to have more energy, get better sleep, eat things daily and seasonally that support me. So let's unpack the daily regimen for self-care. So the daily routines. And the first one we want to look at is Vata. Vata is the ether and air elements together. And the time of day of Vata is from 2 to 6 a.m. and 2 to 6 p.m. So I want to unpack the first time of day, which is 2 to 6 a.m. Rising early, right? So according to Ayurveda, it is the most auspicious time to wake up before sunrise. It is known as Brahma Muhurta, which is Brahma means auspicious and Muhurta means time. So this is when the atmosphere, if you think of the qualities of ether and air, this is when the atmosphere is most peaceful, most calm, and the mind is more naturally still. So it's when things are lighter and more subtle. Think about it, between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. when you wake up, right? Movement starts to begin in the mind and body, and we change in our sleep from a deep unconsciousness to the lighter REM phase, and then all the way to dreams, awareness, and eventually we come to full consciousness. And so the text of Ayurveda really encourages us to wake up by sunrise, and sometimes that'll look different based on the time of year that we're in, but right now we're going to look at daily routines, or slightly before sunrise, and to practice meditation or some sort of to do meditation or some sort of spiritual practice or reading. And so it's really important at this time to get up, eliminate waste. That's usually the thing that we want to do, is release things that have been building up from our sleep. Drink warm water to cleanse your organs and to get your tissues, your lymphatic system working. And it helps to promote elimination as well. warm water. So remember, the qualities of Vata are cold. So if you drink warm, it helps to, again, wake up our organs. This also is a great time for cleansing your senses. We have 5 sense organs: nose, mouth, ears, uh, eyes, and your skin. So taking care of your sense organs, cleansing the mouth, brushing your teeth, scraping your tongue helps to clear out the food that's accumulated overnight that's undigested, as well as um, oil pulling helps with sesame oil, where you put oil in your mouth and you swish it. It helps to build strength in your teeth, your tongue. Helps your vocal cords, especially if a lot of you are yoga teachers or teachers in general. Um, Swish it for 2 to 3 minutes or longer. And it really helps to reduce also hypersensitivity in gum lines. So that's some things that you can do in terms of mouth care. Cleansing your teeth. Obviously, we brush our teeth, but traditionally, um, doing it with like astringent, bitter, pungent herbs in your paste will help balance all the buildup on your teeth. Um, and then cleaning your nasal passages. So using a neti pot uh, with water, warm water, and neti salt. Um, You've done oil pulling with coconut oil. You know, sesame, I actually prefer a blend of both coconut and sesame together. I would recommend, I know this taste can be a little intense. You can always add a little peppermint oil to it and swish it. I love you too, Leela. Um, when you cleanse your nasal passages, my friends, it helps to maintain clarity of the sense organs, and it prevents um, your smell from becoming impaired. It prevents, it helps to safeguard against premature baldness and graying of the hair, because your nasal passages go all the way up through your sinuses. I know it sounds bizarre, but it really does help. And then using nausea oil is a great thing to, you can use plain sesame oil, you can use medicated nausea oil from, different websites you can purchase from. And that really helps to coat your nasal passages. Um, oil in general is like, thank you for the question, Charlie. Oil in general is considered, our organs, our body, our skin, our mouth, everything is porous, right? Everything we put on our skin goes into our organs within 20 minutes. So when you use oil acts as there's qualities within, like sesame oil is, you can do oil pulling generally after you brush your teeth. Um, the sesame oil is warming. The quality of sesame is warming. It's also thick and unctuous. So it helps to your teeth and your are bones, and they are part of your body that are governed by Vata. And so they help to build density and protect your teeth. Um, and so that is kind of a brief way of describing that for you. The main thing, the contraindications, my friend, for neti and nausea is if you have an active sinus infection or head cold, if you have an ear infection, recent ear surgery, or even tubes, nosebleeds, or deviated septum. So those are when you don't want to do cleaning of the nasal passages. Also, caring for your eyes, cleansing your eyes every day, and that can be with fresh water or rose water is cooling. Your eyes are a main digester of information. So you can also take in positive imprints on the eyes. Gaze at stars, look at the moon, be in nature, stare at things that you think are beautiful. Be mindful of what you're watching on TV. Those things do go, can cause pain in the eyes. And then care for your ears. Take in positive impression of your ears, listening to sound of nature in the morning, speak and listen to loving words, chant mantra, take silence and quiet time for your ears. And then your skin, your sense organ of your skin, is you can do daily massage. We are in springtime, so there's also dry brushing, which helps to increase circulation and takes off dead skin cells. If you are generally a Vata type, which is more leaner with drier skin, I would recommend only dry brushing once or twice a month. If you're more Pitta type, you could probably tolerate it a couple times a month or once a week. And then for Kapha, you could do it a few, like 2 to 4 more times a week. And I'm not going to go into grave detail about oiling of your body because I'll do that on another one of these sessions. But I just wanted to talk about the actual time of morning. So, what I'd love to have you type in is one new thing that you would like to try on during Vata time of morning. So, from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Hopefully, you're not waking up earlier than about 4:30, because you still want to get into that, REM cycle of your sleep. So, type in the chat function one new sense care or meditation or book or spiritual practice that you want to try on during Vata time of morning. Warm water in the morning. Just wake up early. Oil pulling. Waking up and oil pulling. Usually sleep before 7. Wake up earlier. Okay. I will definitely give you some recommendations for dosha quizzes. Warm water and oil pulling. Okay, so just doing one, and by waking up early, even if you just commit to waking up 15 minutes earlier or 30 minutes earlier, implement the spiritual practice. Having this commitment be realistic. Do a meditation before checking email. Yes, Laura, Rebecca. Neti potting every morning. Warm water. Okay. So what I'd love to hear when we come back next week is how that practice has supported you. Have an accountability buddy, so someone that you can connect with to tell them the new thing you're practicing for this week and try it on. Ayurveda is the path to 80/20. So if you are, don't stress out about doing it every single day, but if you can do it more days than you don't, 80-20%, then you'll start to notice a difference. Then we move into Kapha time of day from 6 to 10 a.m. So Kapha is the earth and water element. This is when the qualities of Kapha are more enhanced during this time of day. And so from 6 to 10 a.m., we have more dense, slow, heavy, smooth. Yeah, you struggle this time of day, but it's whether your Pitta is dominant, you may be Pitta dominant, but it's because of the time of day. So that's why sleeping in can be really hard, because you'll start to feel more of these qualities enhanced. So this is the time when your body is also at the strongest and is most suitable for physical activity. Obviously, given your age, your physical condition, the time and season and diet, all that stuff plays into role. But for most people, mild to moderate exercise is really great to do during this time of morning. And you want to pay attention to your to not overdo it too much, especially if you are during this time we are experiencing Vata aggravation because Vata is the most mobile dosha. It moves things around. We want to make sure that you don't overdo it. So doing moderate exercise is really good at this time. So I recommend getting up after you've taken care of your senses and doing all of that. Cool sense care is getting up and doing going for a loving walk with your dog at a nice pace. And this is like enough just to make your brow sweat a little. Doing some gentle or moderate yoga, going on a hike, having a dance party. um, and then you'll want to eat a small breakfast and do a small breakfast between usually around 8:30 to 9:30. And this, if you are more of a Vata type, you will wake up and you may or may not be hungry. If you're Pitta type, you'll generally be really hungry when you wake up. And Kaphas generally don't wake up very hungry. So regardless of your appetite, you want to make sure that you have like a cooked meal, preferably, because it helps support your digestion. Think about your digestive fire being this like hot bowl of heat trying to cook food. And if you're putting cold things in your system, you're not going to be able to digest them well. So eating a small meal between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m., which will get to hold you over to lunchtime, which I'll talk about in just a moment, is important to stoke your digestive fire at this time after you've done movement. So I'd love to have you type in the chat function something you want to try on and commit to between 6 and 10 a.m. during your new work week or daily week or whatever you're calling this, your daily routine of your week. Maybe it's a different type of movement of your body. Maybe it's committing to a meal time and eating warm food. Yeah, small warm meal. Work out, move your body, hot breakfast, cardio burst, snack attack, cooking breakfast. Is it okay to not eat as early as 6 or 10 a.m. if you're doing intermittent fasting? You're already doing intermittent fasting through your sleep. Think about what time you go to sleep and what time you wake up. That's between, 8 and 10 hours. Those specific questions I can answer more specifically offline. Dog walk and small breakfast, warm breakfast. Yeah. Okay, cool. So while you're still typing in, I'm going to move into Pitta time of day, which is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is when the sun is the most powerful time of day. And so as we have elements in the body where the microcosm of the macrocosm, our systems are reflecting what's happening outside. And so think about at this time of day between 10 and 2, really between 11:30 and 1:30 is when your digestive fire is the strongest. So this is where you want to eat your main meal. This is at least what Ayurveda teaches us, right? And so I encourage you, a really important thing about eating is to eat mindfully. So even if you could commit to 4 out of your 7 days a week to having a quiet lunch, and that means no TV, no chatting, just sitting, eating your meal, breathing, smelling in your food, looking at it, taking your time to chew and digest, especially when your digestion is the strongest between your Pitta time of day, is really, really important. And I know I've shared this with some of you, but lying on your left side after you eat for about 5 to 15 minutes, according to your text, it helps to promote digestion, to move your food into the lower half of your stomach. And then if you lay on your right side, then it moves, up into the upper part of your stomach, which could make you experience heartburn or bloating and gas. There's all the doshas are active in your stomach when you're eating, and so this helps the wind of Vata move your food into your stomach and cook and get it cooking. So eating your meal, laying down for 5 to 15 minutes, and then going on a brisk 15 to 30-minute walk afterwards. Prone in airplane mode. Yeah. Could be really great. It helps to stimulate your your prana. It helps to aid in your digestive fire. And then you feel refreshed and rejuvenated after eating as opposed to heavy and lethargic. So I'd love for you to type in what time of day you're going to commit to eating your lunch, and if you want to try out laying on your left and going for a walk after you eat. And how many days a week are you going to do this? Your dog is going to be so happy about all of these Ayurveda walks, Allie. It's great. So those when your digestive fire, between 11 and 12, laying on left after you eat. Laying on left with your dog, 1:30. Okay. Yeah. 11 to 1 by 1:30, 12:30, no distractions. LSD, left side down. 1:15. Yes, 12:30. Commit to eating lunch at 12 and lying down and taking a walk with your kid. 1 p.m. Okay, awesome. So the reason why doing this, eating before 2 is because we start to move into Vata time of day again between 2 and 6 p.m. And this is when Vata becomes active. So your brain turns on, it's looking for fuel. And if you didn't eat enough at lunchtime, you might find yourself craving a stimulant like caffeine or chocolate. The body goes into this dip between 2 and 4. So, making sure between 2 and 6, you're not really snacking or eating. That's what Ayurveda teaches us, is 3 meals a day. So this would be a good time as Vata is enhanced. Your mind is more active. It's a good time to do reading, and more of like a light movement practice around 5 or 6 p.m. And getting more of the things in work that are easier and quick to attend to, as opposed to things that take a lot of like mental focus and strength. And then we move into Kapha time of day again between 6 and 10. And this is when, again, the qualities of Kapha are more enhanced. We're heavy, we're slow, dull, those things. So it's when we start to naturally wind down. Ayurveda recommends to get in bed by 9:30. I know that might be new for some of you. And to really help to sleep by turning off your devices at least 2 hours before bedtime, trying to read a book or write a gratitude journal, do a little meditation. And the reason why I'm emphasizing that is because just like our digestive fire is strong between 10 and 2 p.m. For Pitta time of day, doing your digestion gets strong again from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And this is when we need to rest in order to digest all of our experiences from the day. So our liver is a pitta organ, and it is the primary organ that cleanses the body from its impurities, and it's most important to help clean house. So friends, as we're nearing time, because I want to honor that we have 30 minutes together, I'd love to have you just commit to one more practice, whether it is going to bed a little earlier, shutting off your devices a little earlier, creating a nighttime routine, because sleep is going to be the most important to help support and boost your immunity and support your system during this time. So take 30 minutes or 30 seconds, to type in or reflect on what it is that you want to commit to for your evening practice. Thanks, Tyler. Reading a book before bed, getting to bed. Yeah, and as long as you get inside of your bed by 9:30, it's a lot easier to wind down and follow the yawns. Okay. I love this. So now that you've all written down in the chat functions, your 3 commitments you've written down, pick one. Pick one for yourself. Dinner's, good question. Supper should be around 6 o'clock in the evening, 6:30, no later than you want to make sure you have at least 2 hours before you go to bed. So pick one, write it down, commit to it, share it with a friend. And if you're like, I've got to pick more than one, pick 2. And let's just take a breath together to close out. So bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes, check in with the qualities of your mind, your body, your heart for learning, and just breathe into all of the elements that are present in your body, knowing that you have the internal nature and wisdom to tune in and refine your daily routines to support your sleep and your energy. Big breath in and breathe out. Bow your chin to yourself. Namaste. Thank you so much, friends. Well, I'll be back next week, I believe. And then again, join Friday for Heather at 3 o'clock Mountain Time for energy practices. I'll leave the chat function open and try to answer any questions that are coming in. You can also type in the comment section. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Or send me an email, and I'm happy to, I know 30 minutes is really hard to squeeze everything in, to help guide you if you have any specific questions. I know there was a lot of questions about intermittent fasting, so I'll try to address that next time. Thanks, Chelsea. Thank you. Thank you to your roomie. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks, Eleni. Namaste, Joel. Thank you. Book recommendations. If you're looking for a great book for cooking, there is the book is Everyday Cooking, Everyday Ayurveda by Kate O'Donnell is a wonderful book. It's a great place to get started. A great dosha quiz site is lifespa.com. It's Dr. Juilliard. Look for his dosha quiz. And thank you, Amy. They will continue at the same time and day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Joel, myself, and Heather for now. And we, any other questions about resources? Thank you so much, Katie. I hope it helps. Trust yourselves. Tune in to what you need. I'll leave the chat function open for another minute, and then I'm going to close it if there's any other burning questions. Thanks, Allie. Oh, the book. Yes, Robin. Everyday Ayurveda. Yes, not coffee first. Everyday Ayurveda cookbook by Kate O'Donnell. She has 2. She also has recipes for sattva boosting, which is boosting of harmony and peace. She's wonderful, and it's a really great, there's a lot of explanation of the doshas and the seasons. The quiz, yes, Natalie. Lifespa.com. Dr. Juilliard's website, and he does a full comprehensive. It's cool because it gives you not just physical doshas, but also knowing that your mental and behavioral profile could be different than your physical profile of your doshas as well. All right, friends, have a beautiful dinner at 6. What's the best time for breakfast? Between 8:30 and 9:30, Joel. Have a beautiful rest of your Wednesday. Come back to take Yoga Sculpt Bodyweight with Amy Opalowski at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Love to you all, and happy Wednesday.